Good morning, everybody. This is Lindy. Today I wanted to talk about routines. Just because you're in a van doesn't mean, this is getting in my way, doesn't mean you shouldn't keep your routines up that you did at the house. You still want to brush your teeth, floss, mouthwash, creams. We have to have creams. I've always had creams. What's this? I've always used specific creams on my hands, specific creams on my face. I'm still doing that. All the routines you did in your house, you're going to do in your van. It may take you an hour and a half instead of 15 minutes. Instead of taking a shower, you're going to be bathing out of a bucket. Instead of brushing your teeth, just turning on a spigot, you're going to be using a glass to wet your toothbrush and brush your teeth and wash your mouth out. And you're going to have a tin or whatever for dirty water. You're going to pour it in. Everything has to go back in the same place you found it. You can't just leave things out. Every single thing has to be returned. In the house, you can just, leave it there, leave it here. No. In a van, you can't do that. There has to be a place for everything. And the minute you use it, you have to put it back. If you use a pot, you have to clean it and put it right back. So all your routines, your lifetime routines, you will keep up in your van, and you should. Your skin gets really, really dry in a van. At least that's what I've noticed. I have the real problem is my back is drying out, and everything else I can put a cream on, but I haven't figured out. I try to get a back scratcher and a sponge and put cream on. I'm trying all kinds of things to get cream on my back. But these are things you have to do. This is part of your life. You don't just change everything you do to fit the van. The van has to fit your lifestyle, so it's a mutual thing. Your lifestyle is a certain way, and you can have that in the van, but you just have to have very minimalistic outlook on it. I say that I'm not a minimalistic. I'm sorry. I've told you a million times. I'm just not. Now I have a storage, which is good. But when I find a cream, due to the circumstances we find ourselves in, if I find a cream that has been marked down to $1.39 and it's regular $7, I'm going to buy as many as I can afford. And that's how I stay in cream. If I find a cream that they've marked down from $12 to $1, I'm going to buy as many as I can. And I'm going to find a way to store it, no matter what, because I don't know the next time I'm going to see that cream. I don't know if I'll be able to afford it. And yes, I'm a little bit hyper about it. I only have, oh my goodness, there's a tractor. I only have so much cream. I should say room for this cream. This storage has made a huge difference. But I have to watch. I can't just buy 10 creams because, how long do they last? But you have to have, one or two backups of everything that you have, just because you really don't know in this day and time if you're going to be able to find it again and how long it's going to be before you can get it. A lot of times they discontinue things. The cream that I got which is Gold Bond, and I just love it. They discontinued it. It was I don't know if you can see this. It was $1.39. I'm sure you can. Anyway, it was $1.39. And it's regularly around $8. And it's my elbows dry out so bad they hurt. My arms and elbows hurt from just being so dry. And this has saved me. It's taken all the dryness away. As long as I use it every day, it takes the dryness away. It just makes my arms feel better. I hurt if I'm dry. My skin just hurts if it's dry. It has to have moisture, which is in creams. So I'm just talking about your daily routines today. They don't change when you get in the van. They're just done differently, and you have so much room. I always have one backup for my mouthwash, and I get that at the dollar store for $1.25, and I just love this mouthwash. I always have 2 or 3 dental floss. I always have 2 or 3 tubes of toothpaste, and I always have 2 or 3 extra brushes. And I keep them in a specific place. I have one of everything as far as medicine goes, antibacterial creams and, bandages and all of this stuff you have to have. I'm in the city. I could buy it any time, but the prices are outrageous. And when I bought these things, they were pretty cheap. And now I'm looking at them, and it's like 4 times the price they were when I bought them. So if you have them, set them aside. I have just a bag of medicines that, aspirin. I buy it at the dollar store for $1.25. I used to buy it for $1. Now it's $1.25, but it's 100 aspirin for $1.25. Once in a while, Walmart will have a bottle of 250 aspirin for $2.18. That's a better deal, and I will buy that. But yeah, these are things you want at least 1 or 2 bottles of extra. I eat aspirin sometimes. Sometimes I don't take any, but I tend, because I have so many aches and pains, I tend to eat aspirin. And I go through bottles a lot. So lately I haven't been as bad as I have been before because I'm not lifting. And, when I start lifting and remodeling the van, I'm in a lot of pain afterwards because I just push myself. I have no limits. If my body can't do it, then I have a problem. But, so it's the same rituals you go through at home. You have to think about this. If you're going to move into your van, you want little bags of stuff and put a label on those bags. This is medicines, aspirin, whatever, antibacteria cream, all the different creams for wounds. Aloe-vera. I have a bottle of aloe-vera I keep, a bottle of alcohol, a bottle of, what is it? Witch hazel. Witch hazel. We've never talked about witch hazel. A very old time cleaning your face product. It's very inexpensive. Instead of buying all these rich toners and stuff, I clean my face. Well, I always have with witch hazel, but I bought some toner that was cheaper than witch hazel. It has witch hazel in it, and that'll be gone pretty soon, and I'll be back to my witch hazel. But all these different things you have to think about when you're moving into a van. If you get hurt, if something happens, you do need to be prepared, even if it's a minimum. If it's just one, it's okay. I just go a little overboard because I'm so afraid of running out. But it's important that you have medicines in your van. Now, I'll tell you, I don't have a fire extinguisher, and I got to get one. And I don't have a carbon monoxide, and I got to get one. Not in the summer, I don't need it so much as in the winter. But those 2 things I really should have in my van, and I don't. And I'm just too cheap. Right now, they're so expensive. I look at them and I just go, man, that's really expensive, and I may never use it, blah, 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 blah. So I justify my cheapness. If it's $1.25, I'm fine. Or $1 or 50 cents, But then I have to think about it. So these are things you need to think about when going into your van. What is it that you want in there? Well, you should have medicines in there. You should have creams for your skin. You should be taking care of yourself. You take care of yourself in the van. You don't just let yourself go. You change your underwear and your clothes. You don't wear dirty clothes around all over, dirty, stinky clothes. I have 8 pairs of jeans, 2 pairs of slacks, and I must have 25 blouses, plus lots of underwear. And I change, and I'm clean every day. And it's really, really important to keep yourself up. Don't let yourself go. You can't do that. No. Because then, they look at us like, oh, these van lifers, they're dirty. No, 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 no. You're not homeless. You have a home, maybe a different lifestyle, but you can take care of yourself. So I thought I would just talk about that today. It's kind of serious. Um, because of the rituals we have and take care of yourself. Living in a van or not, you take care of yourself. You take your medicines, you do whatever it is you need to do, but you take care of yourself. And be proud of yourself. How you look and how you dress and how you present yourself, no matter what your circumstances. So I thought I'd talk to you about that today. I know I hit so many different subjects, don't I? And I keep thinking about this story time. I may start doing stories once a week, maybe Fridays. Maybe Fridays are a good day for stories. If I have a good enough story. It has to be a good story. It can't be a lousy story. I got a lot of lousy stories, but it's got to be a good story. I'll talk to you later. You guys have a great day. Thanks for watching Camel. And please don't forget to hit the like button.